Today I successfully and safely shorted Target, Home Depot, and Low. Those who watch my recaps, I know that I said that I wasn't going to trade today, but after yesterday's reckless trading, I had some time to reflect, and I told myself that this morning, depending on how I feel, I'm gonna trade. In fact, what I did was I did not set my alarm to wake up, and I told myself if I sleep in the morning, I'm just going to sleep in, and if I wake up naturally, I'm going to trade. So in the open, Target TGT opened with a big violent red bar on the 2-minute, so I went short once the low of this bar was violated, and my first target was this level right here in the pre-market. It bounced off this level once, so I took some off there. My next target was the 200 moving average on the 2-minute, but once I noticed that level was holding and this bar closed with a bottoming tail, which implies buying pressure, I just took the rest off. And good thing I did, because after that it squeezed up, and I wasn't going to flip my position because I wasn't sure if this level right here, which is pre-market high, was going to act as resistance. And also I told myself that let it get above VWAP, and if it consolidates around VWAP and VWAP seems to be holding, and then I will take a long. But it never really consolidated at VWAP, it just kept going up, and I wasn't going to chase it. So that was the trade on Target. It was a decent winner. My next trade was on HD, Home Depot, and on Home Depot, this is a second day play. Home Depot, they announced their quarterly earnings yesterday, and they cut their full year outlook, and I knew from trading the stock yesterday that 225 was support, and I noticed that now the 225 was resistance. And the open, I saw that we started weak. We had the 200 moving average acting as resistance above. We have this dash line, which is a previous closing price. Yesterday on the daily chart, the bar closed very bearish, very red. So I was looking for a continuation on it, and what I noticed was we got above VWAP, but we sold off. Pre-market low is acting as resistance on the 2-minute, and once I saw this, I went short with the break of VWAP as my stop, and it did come to my stop once, but it didn't stop me out. Literally missed my hard stop by I think like 2 pennies, and I was relieved. And then it dropped. I covered some here. I at low of day because I figured it could potentially bounce from this level, and then I took some more when it made a new low, and the rest of my position I waited until it got to 222. So on the daily chart, if we look right here, it bounced off this level back in October. So, and yeah, I literally got the bottom. So this was a really nice trade, very proud of it. My last trade was on Low. Low also had its quarterly earning. It beat its earnings, but missed sales, and its outlook is looking weak moving forward. I was definitely short biased on Low, since I noticed that we in the pre-market, it never tested pre-market high, so it made a high at around 6:15 New York time, but as we got closer to the open, it never tested pre-market high, and I was definitely short biased. I was looking to short it in the open to the 2-minute 200 moving average, but the opening bar was bullish, so I told myself, yeah, I'm not gonna short it, and I decided to go with target. I could have still went, yeah, yeah, well, yeah. Anyway, what I saw was that we made, well, the first bar has this long topping tail, which is selling pressure, but I did not like the fact that we were consolidating at pre-market high. But once we lost VWAP, I went short, but I was stopped out. I took a second stab at it once I saw that we tested pre-market high and we failed, made a double top, or a double top. So this is one top, this is two top, plus we have this topping tail which is shooting out resistance this way, and I really liked this red bar. It just took this bar, and it literally, this was a fat red bar, and the fact that this bar just took out all these green bars and we penetrated VWAP told me that the stock was weak and sellers were in control. So but I kept watching it because I didn't want to jump the gun. But once I saw these triple topping tails, 1, 2, 3, I went short and it dropped. I covered some of my position at low of day because I wanted to lock in some profit, and on the rest I was stopped out at break even. I told myself that if it comes above VWAP, I'm gonna stop out because I was now profitable on the name and I didn't want to go negative on the name, so I stopped myself out. But my next target was the 200 moving average, and it got close to it. So if I hadn't gotten stopped out on the remaining of my shares, I could have locked in more profit. So you saw these were the trades today. Happy with the way I traded today. 3 stocks, they were all winners. Low was a slight winner because it took 2 attempts to get low right, and I'm glad I decided to trade today despite saying yesterday that I wasn't going to trade today. You know, the way I look at it, I mean, the stock market is a bully, you know, so I did feel defeated yesterday. You know, like I felt defeated and disappointed with myself, the fact that I violated my rules. But I had the entire day to think about it, went to sleep, woke up, and told myself, you know what, I'm gonna get back in there and continue what I've been doing, and I'm gonna stand up to the bully, which is the stock market. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to comment below, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.